Alright guys and girls, this is Bagofsoup coming at you with a little mid-range action today. With the latest 2.9 update, mid-range bots have become that much more important to the game. And there's a lot of options that we have for mid-range bots, but I think there are some that are better than others. And so what I'm going to do is show off a few of those mid-range bots in the next few battles here. The easiest and cheapest mid-range bot to put together would probably have to be the RDB Griffin, or the Russian Death Button Griffin, that has the pins and Columbus on there, as you can see here. That's because the Griffin, of course, is a silver paid bot, and the weapons on it are all silver paid. Not only that, but the Griffin starts at stock level 6, and the pins and Columbus also start at stock level 5. So I would definitely recommend that this is one of the cheapest mid-range bots to get and level up to start with. Plus, it's one of the best all-around versatile bots and setups that you can have because of the jump that the bot has. Ever since it got the auto reload in the last update, it has become even better than before. It had lost a little prominence with the rise of the Ancelots over the past few months since January, but now with the new update, the auto reload update, this thing is back in a huge way, and you can do a lot with it. So we're going to try to get to a spot here that we can help take out some of these bad boys up here. But Ancelots are running and hiding now with the rise of the RDB Griffin again. And just see me dribbling out shots can make a huge difference when you're trying to take out the last little bit of guys here. And just shoot and fire when you can. A lot of times the problem with this bot is you could fire here and there, but not really when you were ready to go. And once again, I have the jump to evade fire if needed, like if this guy closes in on me any closer. We do have a sniper over there, so we're going to try to jump away from that sniper and get out of his range. And get ready for our next targets here. I don't think I can hit that guy from this angle, and I think he's going to try to hit me. Let's see if we can nail him. What's great about the RDB Griffin is that the splash radius on the pins and Columbuses are a lot bigger than the Orkans and Pinatas, so you can hit fast-moving bots and jumping Griffins and things a lot better than you could have beforehand. Now this guy's got a shield on him and a Ansel shield to protect from us, but we're going to take a few shots into him anyway just to kind of scare him off a little bit and move him back, and we'll try and finish off this Griffin here from doing any more damage where he's at. But just those last few shots can make all the difference in the world here as we fire. So we're sticking with another RDB Griffin next to us, and I think the two of us together will make a powerful combo here. And we've got one more guy to finish off. We're going to go ahead and grab this beacon and then back off from that. We just jumped in the range of that Fury. We'll take a few shots into him and scare him off a little bit from his perch. And then back off and see what we can do here. Yeah, he's got the one issue is that Fury has the 600 range and we don't. So if we could take out that Carnage, it would sure help. So that's something to be aware of. I think I picked the wrong bot here to take out that Carnage sniper. I should have taken the Zeus out because I can hit through his shield. But we took a look there at the RDB Griffin and got some shots in with him, and now we'll try out the Carnage Tridents. Obviously we saw the Fury that was over there on the other team, and he is one of those top bots right now. But the Fury gets a good pick because it has the Ansel shield, which protects against other Fury Tridents and Carnage Tridents, which is a huge deal. And it's also got that extra 100 range that the RDB Griffin doesn't. So that's another good reason to have it and use it. And let's go ahead and get a little closer into the action here. We've got that sniper still out there, so we'll have to get out of his range so that we can avoid his fire. We'll jump down here a little closer and still try and stay back from him. He's coming this way though, you can see him. So let's stay around the corner here while we work on this guy. The Carnage just has the extra jump, the extra dash ability, which makes it fast to get into position, and it's got the Ansel shield, which helps against other types of splash damage out there. We'll see if we can partner up with this RDB Griffin and try to help out as well. Here is a nice Galahad that we can take some shots in with that RDB Griffin and that Leo. So we're in danger of being shot, but we're going to just go ahead and push our way up this this ramp and see if we can help out. I don't know if we can hit this guy from this angle, but we'll try. Alright, so we are helping, but we still got to stay back from that Carnage Sniper. I wish we could take some shots in there to help take him out. We'll try. Just a little more in on that guy and he'll be taken out. A little bit more, almost got him. Alright, well at least we got that guy taken out, so that's a step in the right direction. And maybe we can take out this Fury right here also. But yeah, I would definitely say I think the Carnage has an advantage against the Fury in a one-on-one confrontation because of the Ansel shield it's got and the speed boost to get in and out of firing position, which the Fury has neither. So definitely a big help. Let's see if we can finish that guy off and still stay out of his range here. So we definitely have a close battle. One more shot ought to do it if we can get a shot on him before he gets a shot on us. Almost got him. There we go. I think we're about dead here. Let's run back, try to salvage a last shot against this guy to take him out before he takes us out. Alright, well, we were able to do that and still get back to cover here. Ooh, that would be a nice target. Alright, well, we got a few shots in there while we could. We'll go ahead and take out our other Carnage here, the Zeus. This is actually my favorite. I prefer this mid-range setup over the Tridents. I feel like only 2 Tridents on the Carnage doesn't really help to do a lot of damage in, but since the Zeus seems to do more damage with a faster reload, you can do a lot more with it. Plus, there's so many unshielded Rogs and Griffins and Furies out there that are your prime targets. You can take a lot of them out. In addition, if you're facing other Carnages that have the Ansel shield, this setup will help, like right now, shoot right through a Carnage Ansel and give you the advantage in those kind of situations. You are vulnerable to sniper damage, so you have to be wary of that, like that sniper up at the top of the enemy base. See if we can help take out this Carnage up here and get back to center beacon. One more shot should finish this guy off if I can get the angle. Almost. Alright, we got to get to center beacon, so we're going to give it a run here. Going up the hill. And we're able to take that guy out. This is going to be a very, very close match. Let's stay away from that sniper and try to hit that Fury instead. We've got a Lancelot coming up that's going to be mean, but if we can take this Fury out, we'll have done our work for the day here. 2, 1, go. I'm going to retreat to the back of the bridge here. Try to hold off any non-physically shielded bots that I can. Like the Griffin, for example. But yeah, we won't be able to do much sitting here otherwise. One more shot ought to do it here. Alright, so we will hold off the guys that we can and wait for a backup here. Here comes the heat. So we're trying to take cover. I'm trying to stay back. I've got an Ansel shield I can kind of use to protect against rockets. And then if that Griffin can help me protect against plasma, we'll be in a good situation here. Yeah, this is going to be a tough call here. 13 seconds to go. I think we did as good as we could. But it was a little too much in the end. But overall, good match. We'll see how we did. All we did was use 3 mid-range splash bots in that battle. And so we did pretty decent. I would have liked my RDB Griffin to last longer at the beginning. I've had him last entire matches. But we did well. You know, what was ironic about that match is that we were using 3 mid-range bots only. The RDB Griffin and the 2 Carnages, yet we still got 5 beacons for our team, which is huge. We did a lot of battling for center beacon and lost a close one. We also did 11 kills with it and big damage. So it just goes to show that when you're using the mid-range bots, you can still go for beacons and still go for damage and still try to help your team win. A couple things of note, and of course, like I said, you can see the 3 that we were using here. I haven't quite gotten that Carnage Tridents leveled up, and I'm working on the Columbuses on the Griffin. Like I said, a couple things to note is even though we lost that match, if you look at my league points, I still got 10 positive league points, and that's because with the league point changes, I got 7 league points for being top damage on the losing team, and I got 3 league points for getting top beacons overall for both teams. I had 5, a couple of the guys tied for 4, and whoever got the highest damage, I think it's the 3rd guy on the red team, Hero Devo, he would get the +2 beacon bonus. And then I think the 2nd guy on our team, Plague Direwolf, will get the +1 beacon bonus for tying for 2nd beacons, but getting a little less damage than the other guy. So that was a pretty good first look at some mid-range splash with the Deathbud and Griffin there, with the Pins and Columbus, and also the Carnage Tridents and Carnage Zeus. And we'll play another battle here and take a look and see how it goes. Alright, well, we're jumping into Canyon now, and we're still showcasing or highlighting the mid-range support bots. So we're going to see what would be the best one to start with here on this map. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the RDB Griffin and see if we can find a good spot to get to work on some of these guys. And then if we need to pull out the Carnage Tridents or Carnage Zeus, we'll be in a better position to know what we're dealing with here. I think I see some kind of Fury over there. I don't know what kind. So we'll just have to be real wary of him. And then we're going to back off after we hit this Rhino. We'll nail that Rhino and then back off a little bit so we can work on that Fury next. We're going to have to close the gap to 500 range to hit him. So we'll go for this beacon, but we'll get some good shots into that Fury first. At least we can do that. And we've got this guy hanging out over here also, so we can take some shots into him and try to hold center beacon for right now until this Carnage backs us off a little bit. Alright, so we'll take this guy out from range and then see what we can get into here. I know we got that Fury and a couple other snipers like that Carnage. This is a good opportunity to use the Carnage Zeus because he can shoot right through the Carnage Ansel Shield. He can hit those jumping Griffins and he can out damage that Fury. So that's what we're going to do here, is help take out some of these guys to free up our team to be grabbing beacons. So we'll see who we can target first. I'm not worried about Carnage Tridents too much because we've got that Ansel Shield. He's going to have to worry about us. The tables will be turned. Let's hit that Rhino when his shield is down, just like that. And let's see if we can take some shots into this Fury. And then we're going to use our speed boost to back out again. We do have to watch out because we're getting splashed from 2 different ways, but we've got enough time to take out that Fury before he shoots again. And then we're going to back down here. So once again, I will take a Carnage Zeus or any Carnage over a Fury any day. Now let's keep working on that sniper over there. Man, he's almost dead. It's sad. We need to just finish him off, and then we can finish the rest of these dudes out. That Fujin is a pretty tough guy too, and that's another great case to be made for the Carnage Zeus, is we're hitting through Carnage shields and Fujin shields here. So I'm going to keep coming around the bend so I can hit him again and take him out. We're going to watch out for that Lancelot, though. We have to back off and stay out of his range. Let's back off and keep that distance, or we'll be smoked here. Man, he's using his boost to get to us. So let's back off and see if we can return some of the favor there. We can try to just work on his shield and bust that down while he's going for our beacon. We definitely got to press for beacons. Oh man, I got stuck on a wall. That's not the best way to use the Carnage there. Well, I'd love to jump into more mid-range, but we've got all these guys pushing our spawn over here, and I need some serious firepower. So normally you're not going to run a hangar of all mid-range like I am mostly doing. You're going to run a balance, maybe 1 or 2 mid-range. So what I'm going to do is do what I would normally do in a match, just get into something else for the right moment and work on taking these guys out and then get back into mid-range again. So let's see if we can close the gap on these guys. And take out that Galahad. Alright, we'll grab our beacon back and help to finish this guy off here. Now that we've done that, we can get back into this match here. Yeah, we got a Griffin Hydra that's going to be an issue. So we're going to hide from him once we take out that other guy here. Griffin Hydra is another mid-range option. It's pretty nasty when used well, so we definitely have to watch out for that. There he is right there. Well, that's his buddy, you know, his friend. So we're going to try to get some shots in there before we die. We got some good shots in there. Now I think we're ready for the mid-range Carnage. And if we run into that Griffin Hydra Spiral, we will be that much more ready for him because we have the Ansel Shield to protect from some of his volleys there. So let's see who the bigger target is. That's a RDB Griffin, and once again, I think he's better, but I think if you're going 1-to-1, the Carnage Tridents is going to be better. So if I had to pick one of the 2 bots to run, I would probably run the RDB Griffin against everything else. But if you're just talking about a 1-to-1 battle here, you got to give it to the Carnage Tridents because of the speed, the shield, and the extra 100 range on the Tridents. And I know he's staying behind these other guys for protection, but if we can get him away from them for just long enough, we can try to take him out. So he will be less of a problem for our teammates. Man, we're hitting the top of that Ansel Shield for no reason. That's disappointing. Let's see if we can hit that Griffin Hydra Spiral from here. Oh, we're getting nailed. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Well, we got a beautiful Galahad here we can hit, at least. So we got definitely a close match, and you just got to pick your targets. Obviously, if you're running Tridents, you're going to go for shield bots, maybe Furies, things that you can hit with that range. And just make sure to stay out of their range. Like we got to stay out of 350 here with that guy. And there's that cool Griffin Hydra Spiral guy. He would be real fun to take out if we can get a chance. Let's finish off these guys. We got a Griffin jumping in above here, and we'll just finish him off and switch targets and focus in on the last 3 guys, or 3 or 4 guys here. There is a Griffin, and we'll use our range to work on him. And he really can't do much to us from there, so let's back off because of the other guys shooting at us. Run, 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 run. I mean, you keep this metal barrier between us till I can get out of his range here. And then we can keep working on that Griffin here. I could probably use this opportunity to run for that beacon over there, and I don't think anyone could really hurt me if I did. That'll just help the chances of the match for us. And once again, if you're going to be mid-range support, use your speed, use the map, and help play actively for beacons. We just took out that that guy, and I'm gonna once again use that speed boost to head off that beacon and see if we can take out this this Rhino the guy we just killed. He's gonna come at us, but like I said, we do have the advantage weapon wise. We just gotta stay out of his range. So I'm gonna just use this barrier for cover and hope that my teammates can help draw him off and just shoot around the corner using splash damage against him. Okay, almost got him. And my teammates were able to help. Now we'll go for that beacon and kind of seal the deal here. And this Ancelot is down on his Ancel shield. We're going to alternate our fire here. And that'll help to take out that Ancel shield when it pops back up and hit him for health. I hope that's that Griffin Hydra Spiral. I really do. If it is, yes. Yes, Father. This will be a great joy for me. Hey, buddy. How are you, man? Thanks for hitting me earlier. I've got an Ancel shield. Don't know if you noticed. No, anyway, he did a great job. That is a good support bot. Potato Masher is using the Griffin Hydra Spiral, and it's definitely an option. But a good counter to it is what I'm running, whether it's Zeus's or Tridents, to use that Carnage. I'm actually going to come toward him because I want to get his neighbor once he's taken out. So we'll just get the last little bit of him here. Finish him off, and we took back over. That was a tough match early on, but I think our support bots really did help when we needed it. We just have to make sure next time to stay out of the range. We lost a couple of bots by getting in a little too close. On an open map, you really should be able to stay back and be fine there. Potato Masher, I do want to mention, he was running a Griffin Hydra Spiral most of that match, and he still did second damage for red team. So if people think that's not a viable bot, it is pretty good if you just know who you're shooting at. I think he was in that Fury to start, and he was using, of course he is a maxed player, mostly maxed. But he did have a couple support bots and did a good job with them, so good job, Potato Masher. He lasted all the way to the end there. But we did pretty well there. We got beacons for our team. We actually, if you notice, we got second overall beacons for both teams. The third guy on the red team got 4 beacons, so he got the top. He got 3 league points for that. We tied 2 other guys on our team for 3 beacons, but the tiebreaker goes to the guy with the highest damage. So not only did we get a win and league points for top damage on our team, but we got an extra couple league points for the overall second beacon bonus there. So we got 15 league points as well, and did good. Once again, we tried out the RDB Griffin. Got some good shots in early with him. We just got to make sure to stay out of other guys' range to stay alive in him. And then, of course, we did get to use the Tridents near the end really well, and take out a lot of armor and shield bots there, Galahads and Rhinos. And then we did take out that Griffin, and we took out that Lancelot with the Ancel shield down. And our Ancel shield protected against the Potato Masher's Hydras and Spirals. And of course we were using that Zeus to take out that Fury, and to also take out that other Carnage in the Fujin. They had those guys running mid-range support, and our shield was protecting us, but we were able to use those Zeuses to hit into theirs. So that's a look at these 3 mid-range support bots. Once again, the RDB Griffin's the cheapest and easiest to get. I highly recommend you have this in your lineup, especially after update 2.9 in June here. He's the cheapest and one of the best bots you can have at higher levels. But if you're thinking about the difference between a Fury and a Carnage, I would just say the Carnage has the speed and the shield, and it's a lot cheaper to get. I would run the Zeus first, maybe the Trident second. So anyway, if you have any questions about any mid-range support bots, anything you want me to try out, let me know. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments section below. If you like the video, please click like and share it around if you have any other friends wondering about mid-range support. And as always, if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe to the channel. We've got more videos coming up this week. That's it, and this is Bagofsoup, and I hope you have a great War Robots day.